Everyone, and welcome back to Resta Vida. I'm Mitty. I just realized that I hardly introduced myself, and so for that I'm sorry. This is my month 3 Escitalopram update. So when I left off last time, I had just started 20 milligrams. And I was great. I was like, yes, because 15 had me feeling really good. About the third day, I started to get a little bit tired, and I was like, oh, it's gonna pass. I started feeling constipated. I'm like, oh, it's gonna pass, but it didn't. It was just like I started over from the very, very beginning. Most people say that's normal and that's how it's supposed to go, but when I had jumped from 5 to 10 and 10 to 15, it was like a little tiny bump, like, But when I jumped from 15 to 20, it was insane. All of the symptoms came back, and I will put that in the video here. All of those symptoms came back from the first time I started taking it. In addition to that, I started having like a lot of mucus. So it would be clear. Sorry if you're grossed out, squeamish alert. And then I would be sneezing a lot, and then at night when I sleep, it would go in the back of my throat, and you would have to constantly do that. But when I did fall asleep, I couldn't do it, so I would wake up like coughing, choking kind of. And then this went on every single night, so I didn't sleep the full 8 hours, but I was able to go to sleep right after my coughing session was over. Then I started having this feeling like I was floating, like I was like empty inside and light and airy. I was floating. I was walking, and then I kept looking down to see if my feet were touching the ground because I was like floating. And then I was also a little spaced out. My therapist said I seemed empty, or I don't even know what the word was that she used, but I wasn't myself. But I felt like relaxed, like I don't have any feelings to deal with. All my PMS symptoms came back. My fibromyalgia flare-up came back. I couldn't do gym work like I usually do. I couldn't exercise like I usually do. I was irritated. I was annoyed. I was angry. I didn't have any panic attacks or anxiety attacks. I was depressed. I was visualizing myself hurting people and myself, so that's not good. And I stayed on, and I hung on for 21 days because I'm like, after 3 weeks it should kind of taper, but it didn't. One moment I would be constipated, the next moment I would be having diarrhea, and then I would go right back to being constipated. There was no in between. I didn't sweat so much. Maybe I'm sweating now, but I didn't sweat so much. And that's about it. I had like tightening, like I was like tense, like I was like squeezing my body without even like realizing that I was doing it. I was like, and then I would realize I'm squeezing my arms. And then in my mental state, I don't know if there's any word to describe that, but I felt like this. I don't know how to describe that, but that's how I felt. And then there was the headache, but it didn't stay on. It just came and went. I got dizzy a lot. And after 21 days, I said, I can't do it. I was feeling really great on 15. I know why she sent me up to 20. It's because she wanted to see what was my point, Because if I had stopped at 10 and said, oh, I feel great, how would you know if I was good at 15, And how do you know that 15 is the best if you don't take me to 20 and see how bad it does to just bring me back down? So I got why she did that. So after the 21 days, I just put myself back down to 15 because she had told me if I felt badly, I could go back to 15. So I put myself back down to 15, and I felt like myself. I didn't feel anymore. I had a lot of energy. I was able to clean. I started working out better, and I was like light. I don't know that I'm not depressed, because the situation that I am experiencing that caused the depression in the first place is still going on. And so I will see if that's just life itself, or if that's just me, you know. So I've been reading some literature as usual, and I found one case study that said escitalopram will cause an increase in your cholesterol. So if you already have high cholesterol, like that's something you should watch. But I don't have this issue, and we are doing blood work frequently. Well, I wouldn't say frequently, but yearly. So I think we can take control of it before anything goes sideways, you know. The supplements that I'm taking now while I'm on escitalopram is my CoQ10, magnesium malate, and glycinate at night. I had to get off of it a couple of weeks during the 21 days because I was having what I think is absorption issues, because I would have like magnesium overdose diarrhea. Sorry, TMI again. And so I stopped taking it until my body was adjusted. But now I'm back on. When I started doing the 7 days on 15 milligrams, okay, so I started taking my magnesium again. The glycine I don't need so much, but I take it every now and then because I need to finish the jar, and then I won't buy that again because I've been delivered. Praise the Lord. And I also take my multivitamin, and that's about it. I'm holding off on the resveratrol until a few more months, until I'm really, really, really stable, and then I will take the rest of the bottle that I have, and then I will see if I really need to take resveratrol other than for protecting my DNA. Coffee, I'm having 1 cup per day, and I notice it's drying out my forehead skin, the skin on, I don't want to say that, it sounds weird. So I'm trying to drink more water, and I think the diarrhea and the going to the gym and the sweating is contributing to the dry skin as well. So I'm gonna get some collagen, and I will start taking that, or I will just boil some pig skin and see if, you know, it will make a difference. But my skin is really clean and clear and under control. Moving forward, she gave me enough pills to do 20 milligrams every day for 8 weeks, but she made the appointment for 1 month, 28 days from today. She said we're going to count the pills, see how much we have, and then we're going to move from there. But she gave me 2 per day anyway, but she said just take 1.5. I think she did that because here in Taiwan there is a copay for your medication in a range. So let's say you get 51 pills to 100 pills, then you would pay $3 copay. So it wouldn't make sense if I go every month and get 51 pills, you know, and still have to pay the $3, because if I get 49 or less, I don't do the copay. So she just let me go up to the limit to get, you know, pay the copay, and then the next time I go, she will give me below the threshold, so then I won't pay the copay. It's kind of saving me money, not much in each time, but I think it adds up over the years because this is a long haul kind of situation. So I appreciate that. And side note, I saw her today outside of her PPE gear because I went super early because I wanted to sit down and cool down before I check my pulse, do the pulse checking and weighing myself and all of that. She was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I was like, wow, you're so pretty. I mean, I didn't say that, right? But I was like, wow, so pretty. COVID, go away. Yeah. Oh, and the last thing before I go is my weight. When I started taking escitalopram 3 months ago, I was 56.3 kilograms. And today it's 3 times 28 days later, so it's 3 months later. I don't know how much that is, like 74, yeah, 74 days. I am 53.8 kilograms. So I lost 2.5 kilograms, which is like 5 pounds or 5.5 pounds. Yeah, so I'm down to 118 point something. My goal is at least get to 110 because I'm 5'2". I have no business being 125 pounds. I've never known myself to be like that, but I think it was being depressed and eating, nibbling as depression does do that. I don't look overweight or anything, but it's just not the weight I'm used to for my body for 35 years. So if I could get back to my ideal weight, that would be good. The only time I was really, really outside my ideal weight was when I was pregnant and I gained 30 pounds. And I lost it pretty quickly because I was breastfeeding and stressed out. So, but anyway, that's all I have for month 3. I start month 4 on 15 milligrams. And when that is over, I will be back. I probably won't get new pills, but I'll just go for a checkup and see what she says. And until then, see you. Bye.